Hey everybody, Cortex again, and today guys, I'm going to do another unboxing video. And basically guys, I'm entitled, you know what this unboxing video is towards? Today, in this package right here, I got my new iPhone 16 Pro. And precisely, I got the Desert Titanium version with 1 terabyte of storage. Yes guys. So, let's get into the unboxing, shall we? Okay, so trying to be careful because at the moment I'm recording still in my bed, so a bit unstable. Still haven't sorted anything out, which makes sense if you know me. So yep, now opening it up. Now it's time to start opening this up. Last time when I opened my iPad Pro, I did technically show my address, which I didn't care much too much, but I thought, okay, next time don't do that. So let's opening it up. So, okay, package up. I think that is like the information right there. There we go. And yep, that is potentially the screen take and everything that we need. So, here we go. Because I said I got this from a McVoe provider, which is EE. So obviously it comes with all the EE stuff. So I'm just going to bring this over towards myself before I show you guys everything that's in here, in case anything is sensitive to show. So, yep, I got a screen protector, looks like it, like a screen protector I can add on, and a case, which I'm more likely not going to use, but there it is, guys. Right up. Here's the box. In plastic wrap of all things. Either this is just EE doing this, which is a potentiality because it's EE, not Apple, but it is also at the same time Apple. Plastic wrapping? What's that about, Apple? But that might not be Apple doing, it might be EE's doing, which well, EE is a separate company, so technically they have the full, but then again, they're also handling Apple products, so I have no idea how Apple is going to view them on this department. So yeah, I can't wait to try opening this up. So this, and I should mention, I will do definitely a camera check to show you guys the difference between the cameras between my iPhone 14 Pro and my new iPhone 16 Pro. So let's try to open this up. So let's undo the, you've got plastic. And of course I'll be like, transferring data separately from the video here, and so whether things should transition better over as much as I can, and well, pretty much all that. So here we go. Off their plastics. I'm at again on an Apple product this day and age. Ugh. So, okay. Oh, yeah, that was definitely a good one. Another one right here, guys. Another tail right there. Oh. You know, like you said, this is beneficial. Okay. Okay, I'm actually gonna do a bit more. Oh, there we go. There we go, guys. Okay, so I have got a case coming. Just make guys, I have got a case coming. Case I will be using. So, there's the camera button right there. Oh god, that's gonna be interesting. SIM ejector, so because I live in the UK, so we have SIMs to use. Okay, so the color, Desert Titanium, matte finish on the bar compared to my 14 Pro, which would have more glossy. But now, let's do the peel, guys. Let's do that peel. Okay. And of course we got here's the stuff that we don't really have to care about, other than myself. So, yeah guys. My phone is eSIM, so I'm going to try to see how well I can transfer over. But yeah. Ooh. Well then. I'll get everything sorted from here. And see you guys back after sorting and upgrading to this. Okay guys, I'm back. So I've got my phone now activated. So let me just unlock this quickly. Boom. There we go. So now that's everything. Everything is uploaded to here now. So my now new iPhone 16 Pro has now been uploaded everything. Not much of an issue. So pretty much we will now I'm just gonna pretty much show you guys the camera looks like. So here's what my front facing camera on my iPhone 14 Pro looks like on my face. And over here is what my front facing camera on my 16 Pro is on my face. Over here is what my face looks like on my iPhone 14 Pro on my rear facing cameras. And over here is what my face looks like on my iPhone 16 Pro's rear cameras. Okay guys, next up we're now going to test out the mic quality of my cameras. So here, currently I'm recording on my iPhone 14 Pro. How does it sound to you guys? Come at my back garden to the recording. So anything you pick up, be cool to know. So let's transition what it sounds like onto the iPhone 16 Pro. And here's what I sound like when I'm recording outside my back garden on my iPhone 16 Pro. Can you guys tell any difference? Can you pick up anything more or less compared to what you on my 14 Pro? Okay, I'm back now recording on my iPhone 16 Pro, because one of the few things I added to the iPhone 16 Pro that was not available on the iPhone 14 Pro is that I'm now able to change the audio quality to how it was on my iPhone 14 Pro. So in my case, on my iPhone 16 Pro, I'm now recording with the studio mode. How does it sound like to you guys? Does it sound more clear? Does it sound like you're actually listening to my voice a lot better? You don't hear any backgrounds, only just me? What do you guys hear? Hopefully it sounds a lot better or sounds different to you. Give me your opinion on that. Next up, guys, I want to show you is next what the pictures quality looks like compared to the iPhone 14 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro. So, as you can tell from both pictures I'm showing you right now, I decided to go with one of the leaves from one of our plants in the back garden. It's actually an oak tree, for anybody who wants to be aware. We have an oak tree growing, but I chose one of the leaves, the picture there, and honestly, when you compare to both difference of both pictures, the quality difference between both is night and day. With the first picture being I'm showing you right now is the 1x zoom on both cameras. Then we go into the 2x zoom on both cameras, and then when we even get to the 5 between the 5 and 3x zoom, because I went for the default features, and both on the default features on the 14 and the 16, the difference is 9 day. The default feature on the iPhone 14 is a 3x zoom, while the default one is on the iPhone 16 Pro is a 5x zoom, and honestly, quality is night and day. Maximum, and I even went onto the iPhone 14's maximum view, and which is not when it starts losing quality in the picture, and this is the 15x zoom, and honestly. And when I went to the 15x zoom on my iPhone 16 Pro, again the quality and the difference of the pictures looks so different, and the 16 Pro just looks so much better comes to actual pictures of the cameras. And honestly, gotta tell you this is not even as far as the 16 Pro can go. The 16 Pro can go the maximum of 25 zoom in. It can go as maximum 25. It can zoom in maximum 25, which that honestly shocked me, because I thought it was going to be the same 15, but no, maximum 25. Now obviously I'm not going to show the 25 one, maybe because that is a way bigger jump compared to the 14's 15 maximum zoom. It can go up to 25 if some odd reason you want to record or take a picture of anything at 25, which is something that I'm just gonna say, if you want to do that, go ahead, but the quality of it is not that great. But it was still something I found out, which honestly, now I know if I want to find anything that requires me to zoom in maximum of 25 would be, well, now I can do that. Okay, so next up is pretty much just the last thing I want to talk about is the reasons why I upgraded to the iPhone 16 Pro and what I've noticed with these upgrades and how my personal opinion about these things. About these upgrades. So, the main reason why I upgraded to the iPhone 16 Pro is mainly because my iPhone 14 Pro uses Lightning. And it's the only device I own that used Lightning. Everything else I own these days are mostly news USB-C now. So I thought, since the only iPhone my iPhone's the only thing that uses Lightning, I thought might as well change everything else into USB-C and upgrade to the iPhone 16. I could have upgraded to the iPhone 15 if I wanted to. Granted, I should say it's not what I wanted. I can afford it. I was on contract with my iPhone 14 Pro, so it had another year to go before it was upgradable anyway. So when the 16 came around, I thought, okay, time to upgrade. But obviously, I could have easily decided not to because, there's going to be honest, there's not much difference I noticed with the 16 that I could do on my iPhone 14 Pro. But other features that caught my interest that made me want to go to the iPhone 16, and it is the action button and the camera button. Now let me show you how the action button settings and everything looks like. When I tested out what the action button is like, and honestly, it is just a gimmick. That's what I'm going to say. The action button is pretty much just a gimmick. It is also coming to the iPhone 16, regular iPhone 16 as well, so it's not just on the Pro models this time, because the action button got introduced on the iPhone 15 Pros. Now it got moved on to both the regular 16 iPhones as well. So this action button will be available on the iPhone 16 for anybody who is interested in knowing about that. But to be really honest, if you're going to upgrade just because of the action button, I'm just going to tell you it's a novelty. I know about some features. You could do some shortcuts, which if you see in the video, there is actually a shortcut button on there, but that shortcut button, you need to preset a shortcut that you can use that shortcut button on for. So, and one of the ones I have found out that does sound useful if you've got multiple SIMs is able to use that action button to change over to a different SIM when you realize the other SIM you're using is not working too well, or you need to transition because you're going over abroad. You need your main SIM, it can't work, so you need your abroad SIM. So there's always that option to be able to do this transition between different SIMs, which is pretty interesting to know about. But the one I mainly default to is pretty much what we had since the beginning of iPhones, the mute button, or switch originally. Now it has become pretty much the mute button, and for me personally, that is really what this should have stayed in, because honestly, it is a lot more practical, a lot more easy to use when it is just the mute button. Because especially in my case, I work in a theater, so having the mute button is beneficial because I can keep my phone on me without disturbing other customers with any sound coming from my phone, because my disabilities and stuff, I require my phone being around me, especially for emergencies, and it's handy to have when I don't have to worry about disturbing customers with the sound completely muted. So there's something I feel like my person is how the action button is going to end up becoming as. It's just going to be my mute button like I did always with the Switch. So that's my personal take on that. But next is the camera button, and it's definitely an interesting feature. It can be useful in certain situations, as shown on the camera. Because to use the action button, it's both a physical button and a haptic button. So in this recording, you will see me using the camera button, and it's something that I definitely need to get used to and trying to figure out how to fully use it. So the times you see me do full press is when I'm actually taking pictures or actually doing the actual recording with the action button, with the camera button. But to use the haptic, you need to do a slight haptic press. So a slight, not an actual press, you just need to do a slight finger gesture to put on one of the menus, and obviously slide around your finger to do zooming. But if you want to go to another menu for the camera, you need to do a double haptic press, so a double press, and that is like the main thing I noticed I was having difficulty with during this test, as you can see in the recording, because I do sometimes do multiple hard presses more than I should have done. But to transition to different menus, you need to do a double haptic press, and then of course zoom around, single light press to the back part of the menu that you want to use, and pretty much that's how the camera button is going to be pretty much like. It's definitely going to have some uses for me personally, especially with the whole zooming in and stuff. Like, actually during the picture process, I was using the camera button to zoom in a lot more effectively, and that's actually part of the reason I ended up finding out that this can go maximum of 25 zooms. As shown right now, you can see my camera zoom. You have the more they show 25. It was zooming in 25 times, which that's something that my iPhone 14 Pro can't do. So that is something that I've got to find out, like I mentioned. But overall, at least I know I'm going to have a lot more practical use for the camera button than I will do with the action button. But honestly, those are the major features that made me want to upgrade. Now, the other final upgrade that unfortunately I can't show because it's not available yet, that made me want to go to the iPhone 16 Pro is Apple Intelligence. Apple Intelligence is so far not available. It's going to be released in multiple batches for different features that Apple Intelligence is going to rely on during the months. October is the earliest that the next feature is going to come out. So for Apple Intelligence, which is the main things I want to focus on. But obviously, I'm not going to record any of that because I'm not a tech YouTuber. I don't know much I can show you on the tech side. But it's something that I would definitely like to test out, especially as you guys can, as any long-time viewers of my channel know, I'm autistic, so there'll be definitely some features that will come in handy for me in Apple Intelligence in terms of communication abilities and able to translate things a lot more easier to how I currently do right now. More likely not in the actual video, but more to do with like text and everything, because my ability with text is dog shit. Little dog shit. But it's definitely something I'm looking forward to try out with Apple Intelligence, seeing what I can take advantage in, what corrections Apple Intelligence can help me with, and other little features that can come around soon. And also Siri itself, Siri's improvement is going to be super good because Siri needs that improvement. Seriously, Siri does need improvement. And with that, guys, that's the end of this video. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you can understand what I was saying, because honestly, again, I mentioned I'm not a tech YouTuber, but I try my best to be as in-depth as I can on the iPhone 16 Pro and compare it to my iPhone 14 Pro. And the reason why I just did it like this way is because, honestly, I just wanted to. Compared to how I did my iPad Pro, which is just a simple unboxing, mainly because I don't know much I could talk about the iPad Pro, especially it was my first time using everything, so there was not much I could talk about. On my phone, I'm used it every day. I thought, okay, might be a bit more, make it more of a review based or more of a comparison based kind of video to give you guys an understanding of how the iPhone 16 Pro works in terms of differences and uses you can use for the iPhone 16 Pro. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys like it. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.